Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. I am back with another Nolzur's Marvelous miniature, and this is an Elf Paladin. This has been chosen by one of the people playing in my D&D campaign and asked me to paint it for him. So these are already primed, which is great, so I can start off with some contrast paint right off the bat, which is Warp Lightning. I didn't follow any artwork since I didn't have the box or anything like this, so I went with my own colors, and I didn't realize how many spots I missed with this Warp Lightning as I was painting other parts, so I fixed that off camera and get it all good and ready for the table. We're moving on to another contrast paint called Snakebite Leather, and of course this is going to be for like the straps, and pretty much that's, and these like his arm braces or leather, whatever you want to call it, and the straps on the shield and all that, just to give it more depth. These contrast colors are great on these miniatures. And the next one is going to be used on the clear plastic, which is Aethermatic Blue, and this is like for the lightning part. You can go as dark as you want on this or as light. I chose to have it lighter as possible. Some spots were darker than others, just so that the light still came through and made the lightning look a little bit more realistic. We're moving on to some army painter paint now, some leather brown, and this is going to be just for the pants. Very simple, very neat, very quick and clean. Get that there. And of course this is an elf, so we're using some of that elven flesh again. Again, this color, I don't think I used it before these last two miniatures I've painted, and it is a great color, so I use it for the face and the hands, and yeah, it just gives it a nice color. Now we're going to use some plate mail metal, and of course this is for the chain mail that he's wearing. There's some on the bottom of his robes and on his chest. I also use it on the back of the shield. Now to do this like scarf, whatever, I don't know what this is, but anyways, I'm using some orc blood. First time I put it on, you can see that it's pretty watered down. I didn't realize, but I had some mixing balls to this one. I think I even put 2, because it really needs a good mixing, and otherwise it doesn't cover well at all. Alright, you're going to do his boots with some matte black, plain and simple there. Alright, now using some Banshee Brown, we're going to do the Elf Paladin's hair, just because I want him to be a little bit more older looking than your typical elf and stuff, so he's more wise and so on. Now we're using a nice, beautiful metallics color from the Army Painter, and if you don't have this set, pick it up. They are amazing metallic colors. This is Night Scales, and I always get tricked with this one because I always think, look at the picture. It looks like a dark gray, right? It turns out bluish. I don't know. I don't know if this is a mistake on Army Painter's part or what, but I always get flabbergasted because I'm like, oh no, this is not what I wanted. But you know what? On the Morning Star and on his pauldrons, looks amazing. Gemstone we're going to be using next is another metallics color, and this is for the base and the top part of the shield. I wanted the shield to look more majestic, more like as if it was like a legendary item, so I really wanted it to shine. However, I made a mistake and I used some Twin Suns, which is a turbo dork color. As you can see, it's very blue, and what I was expecting it was to change green to blue like it's supposed to. I changed later on with some dark net, and it looks a lot better. You'll see that in the image at the end. Using some dirt spatter now, we're going to put this on the entire base, which originally I glued the black base on and put some Vallejo's thick mud on the base just to mix it into the base that comes with the mini. Using a soft skin wash now from the Skin Tones paint set, I'm going to do the hair again, and the face and the hands. And then we're going to move on to a soft tone, and this is going to be for the entirety of the miniature except for the red metallic and the turbo dork color that I've already used, and of course where I put the washes. Didn't want to touch that as well. Anyway, so the Elf Paladin is all painted, ready for D&D. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're going to catch you all in the next one.